The skies over the Gulf are no longer as calm as they once were. Missiles are being deployed, radars spin relentlessly, and the kingdom's airspace is turning day by day into a sealed death trap. American Patriots, long-range THAAD batteries, Russian S-400s, and a Chinese wall of fire that rattles the Pentagon. Billions have been poured into covering Saudi skies, while the world once assumed all this build-up was merely to counter Houthi missiles. But the latest events have revealed a far greater purpose, confronting Israeli air power itself, turning any future raid into a suicide mission over the Gulf. Radars that see aircraft before they even leave the runway, and missiles that launch at hypersonic speeds to seal every escape route in the sky. The entire region now stands on the edge of an open confrontation between Saudi Arabia's Iron Dome and Israel's Air Force. So will the massive shield break Tel Aviv's nose and deter its aircraft before they can fire a single missile, or will Tel Aviv find a gap to slip through? Hidden secrets and untold stories about the Saudi Royal Air Shield. Stay tuned until the end. S-400 system, the Russian sword over Saudi skies. The S-400 is one of the most powerful air defense systems in the world and represents the kingdom's long arm to enforce air superiority across vast distances. Designed as the first wall of fire against hostile aircraft, the system boasts a range of up to 400 kilometers, meaning it can engage targets long before they near Saudi airspace. Its multi-role radar can track up to 160 targets simultaneously and launch over 80 missiles in one salvo, effectively turning the sky into a fully woven kill zone. A unique strength of the S-400 is that it does not rely on a single missile type. Instead, it employs 4 classes covering all altitudes and ranges. The long-range 40N6 missile reaches 400 kilometers and is used to destroy AWACS and tanker aircraft before they can influence the battle. The 48N6 missile covers 250 kilometers and is ideal for fighters and bombers. The 9M96E2 handles targets within 120 kilometers and features high maneuverability to pursue evasive aircraft, while the short-range 9M96 serves as the last line of defense against drones and low-flying cruise missiles with a range of 40 kilometers. In any potential confrontation with Israel, this system is considered capable of detecting F-35 stealth fighters as soon as they cross into Jordanian airspace or fly over the Gulf of Aqaba, forcing Israeli pilots to climb to unsafe altitudes or take longer detours, reducing accuracy and increasing the risk of mission failure. Moreover, the S-400 can work in direct coordination with Saudi early warning radars, providing preemptive targeting data and enabling launches before Israeli aircraft reach their own weapon release points. Although Riyadh has not officially confirmed acquiring the S-400, numerous military reports and regional outlets have pointed to ongoing negotiations and possible deliveries, with some suggesting that batteries may already have been deployed as part of a broader modernization of the kingdom's air defense network. If confirmed, the inclusion of the S-400 would tip the balance of power over the Gulf, adding a powerful layer above Patriot and THAAD systems and turning any Israeli airstrike into a gamble that could cost hundreds of millions of dollars in lost aircraft before a single bomb is dropped. HQ-9 Death Trap. The HQ-9 is far from an ordinary SAM system. It represents a major Chinese leap in air defense technology, with US media dubbing it the killer hybrid that combines the best features of America's THAAD and Patriot systems with Russia's S-300 and S-400 designs. This system can engage a full spectrum of aerial threats, from conventional fighters to 5th-generation stealth jets like Israel's F-35, as well well as slow cruise missiles and even medium-range ballistic missiles. Its baseline missiles have a range of around 300 kilometers and can reach speeds above Mach 4.5, nearly twice as fast as most Israeli fighters, giving them a decisive edge in intercepting threats before they reach launch points. The HQ-9 relies on highly advanced radars that use rare microwave band technology capable of detecting even low RCS stealth targets and feeding guidance data to its missiles in as little as 1/1000th of a second, making evasion nearly impossible. China has gone further with the HQ-9B variant, extending the range of roughly 550 kilometers and reportedly boosting speed up to Mach 25, enabling interception of hypersonic weapons and even low-orbit military or reconnaissance satellites. This capability puts adversaries, including Israel, in a difficult position, as every aircraft takeoff and satellite pass could theoretically be a target. In a Gulf confrontation scenario, the Red Banner system would serve as the outermost defensive wall, keeping Israeli fighters outside Saudi airspace or forcing them into predictable routes and altitudes, exposing them to follow-on layers like Patriot and MSAM that could finish the kill before any mentions are released. THAAD, the silent guardian above the kingdom. THAAD is one of the most advanced missile defense systems ever built and forms the top layer of Saudi Arabia's air defense network. It's designed to intercept ballistic missiles in their terminal phase, whether inside or just outside the atmosphere, taking down warheads moving at a speed above Mach 8 before they can reach their targets. Saudi Arabia currently fields 7 complete THAAD batteries, comprising roughly 48 launchers with 8 ready-to-fire interceptors each, for a total of nearly 400 interceptors. This wide deployment allows coverage of the kingdom's heartland, ports, and oil infrastructure, providing a shield against any Israeli long-range missile strike on Riyadh or critical sites like Abqaiq and Ras Tanura. Its massive AN/TPY-2 radar and X-band early warning system can detect threats beyond 1,000 kilometers, giving Saudi defenses precious minutes to react and fire. The interceptor uses inertial guidance, satellite navigation, and radar updates for pinpoint accuracy, relying on kinetic hit-to-kill energy rather than an explosive warhead, minimizing collateral damage. Riyadh has invested over $15 billion to build the infrastructure for THAAD, including hardened radar sites and command centers. The project is expected to be fully operational by 2028, giving Saudi Arabia the ability to withstand a large-scale missile war without suffering crippling first strikes, a game-changer for deterrence. Patriot, the first line of fire against Tel Aviv. For decades, the Patriot has been the backbone of US and allied air defense. It's a medium-range system designed to intercept aircraft and missiles of all types, engaging area threats at up to 160 kilometers and ballistic missiles at up to 75 kilometers, while tracking them at speeds up to Mach 3. The latest PAC-3 variant uses direct hit-to-kill technology for clean, high-precision kills. Each launcher can fire 16 missiles in a single salvo, creating a dense wall of fire. Each missile is 5 meters long with a 73-kilogram warhead, and the system is highly effective against cruise missiles and drones, detonating them mid-air before they reach their targets. In any Israeli strike scenario, Patriot batteries would serve as the forward shield for cities and oil infrastructure, absorbing and neutralizing the first waves of attacks, blunting Israel's element of surprise and robbing its opening strike of any decisive effect. Over-the-horizon radar, the eyes that stalk Israeli jets. No air defense shield is complete without ever watchful eyes scanning the skies 24/7. Saudi Arabia fields some of the most advanced early warning radars in the region, notably the AN/TPY-2X band radar, also used in THAAD. These massive sensors can spot targets over 1,200 kilometers away, meaning they can see Israeli jets the moment they take off from bases in the Negev, even before leaving Israeli airspace. These radars don't just detect, they track an aircraft speed, heading, and altitude in real time, feeding targeting data directly to command centers and launch batteries. This early warning gives S-400s and Patriots precious time to ready their launchers, select the optimal engagement angle, and coordinate fire to avoid wasting interceptors. The network extends beyond ground-based systems. Saudi Arabia also operates A3 Sentry AWACS aircraft, which fly at high altitude to detect threats beyond the radar horizon, providing 3D coverage of the Gulf 24/7. This means that any Israeli attempt at a low-level penetration or a flanking attack via the Red Sea would be detected and tracked long before reaching its target. The kingdom is also integrating these radars with regional command networks, sharing data with Gulf allies in seconds and creating a common air picture. This makes any surprise strike a dangerous gamble, as defenders would already be ready and waiting. Together, this radar network makes Saudi airspace feel like a brightly lit room. No aircraft, missile, or suicide drones can cross it without being seen the moment it enters. And now the question for you, dear viewer. Do you think Saudi Arabia's Iron Shield will succeed in shooting down any Israeli jets that dare to cross Gulf airspace? Or will Tel Aviv surprise everyone and break through this shield before it's fully operational? Let us know in the comments.